Then, again on the part of the central bank, recently the central bank introduced the electronic foreign exchange matching system, okay, which to a large extent will also go a long way to stabilize the exchange rate, because stability in the exchange rate is also important for foreign investors, to come in, and also local, investors. And central bank too, I also want to mention, has also introduced recently the, what they call the non-resident investment account, okay, which is what they are trying to use to also attract diaspora, those Nigerians in diaspora, to invest in the domestic market. So these are potentials that the market, have, the market, have in 2025. And there is also, on the part of the central bank, there is also this recent currency swap arrangement. The currency swap arrangement with China will also help to strengthen the naira. Okay, so these variables will work in favor of the market in 2025. Now, on the part of the fiscal side, earlier on talked about tax reforms. Now, one of the things tax reforms, will do is to, for example, on the part of individuals, increase disposable income. If we say, as being canvassed in the reforms, that anybody earning 800,000 naira and below will no longer pay tax. Before, or currently, the first 300,000 is taxed at 7%. The reform is saying once you earn below 800,000, no more tax. So if you look at it on an annual basis, you're likely to save up to 2,000 naira in a year. Imagine if those savings are channeled to mutual funds.
Your tax is removed automatically from the IPPI's office.
That's what I'm saying now. So once you
even if you're earning 100,000,
no, if you are earning once you earn 800,000, they won't remove it again. That's what it's saying. Yeah. That's what the proposal is saying. And if you're a company, and I mentioned earlier, you don't have up to 50 million turnover, you don't pay tax. So before you come, let me just mention, those things will really help the market, because some of those funds will enter the market. That's for reforms. Now, you're also looking at the recent thing the Federal Ministry of Finance did. 2 weeks ago, the Federal Ministry of Finance launched a 250 billion real estate fund. That's also something that will be positive for the market. But let me make this general, recommendation, that I expect that in 2025, what I expect the government to do, to further see how they can incentivize listing on the market, for many companies to come and list. In some other companies, I was looking at the case of Jamaica. Jamaica Stock Exchange, for example, used tax, holidays. If you list, for the first few years, you don't pay tax. So in Nigeria, we can say when you list, maybe the first one you don't pay. That will encourage people to come and list.
Yes.
Okay, there's also the issue of even privatization. Private government should try to privatize companies through the market. That's why we're expecting that NNPC, in 2025, part of NNPC should be listed on the exchange. Okay.
So you're saying it's not listed already on the exchange?
No, NNPC is not there. We are saying it should come and list. Okay, and in 2025 too, I expect the government to borrow more using infrastructure bonds. 9.3 trillion is what the government has said they will do in 2025 as new borrowings. So they should come to the market and use infrastructure bonds for that.